$1 billion that's offshore back into the country. We are going to start the engine rolling again, because right now our country is dying at 1% GDP.
Well, let me translate that if I can, Chris, because
You can.
the fact is he's going to advocate for the largest tax cuts we've ever seen, 3 times more than the tax cuts under the Bush administration. I have said repeatedly throughout this campaign, I will not raise taxes on anyone making $250,000 or less. I also will not add a penny to the debt. I have costed out what I'm going to do. He will, through his massive tax cuts, add $20 trillion to the debt. Well, he mentioned the debt. We know how to get control of the debt. When my husband was president, we went from a $300 billion deficit to a $200 billion surplus, and we were actually on the path to eliminating the national debt. When President Obama came into office, he inherited the worst economic disaster since the Great Depression. He has cut the deficit by 2/3. So yes, one of the ways you go after the debt, one of the ways you create jobs is by investing in people. So I do have investments in new jobs, investments in education, skill training, and the opportunities for people to get ahead and stay ahead. That's the kind of approach that will work. Cutting taxes on the wealthy, we've tried that. It has not worked the way that it has been.
Dr. Clinton, I want to pursue your plan, because in many ways it is similar to the Obama stimulus plan in 2009, which has led to the slowest
I think throughout all of these 3 debates, all of the debates have indicated that Donald Trump is, I don't want to say oppressing women, but he has really bad rhetoric towards women, saying that pregnancies are like inconveniences to businesses, that like women that are to him overweight are pigs, or he called Secretary Clinton tonight a nasty woman. I think it just reinforces the logic that he's ostracizing 50% of this country, and that a man like this shouldn't become president just based off of not only his ideological views, but the fact that he can talk so openly about such disgusting things. I've been a Democrat all my life, all my political life. And I work for Democratic organizations, so my background is all Democratic. And I believe in their platform, I believe in Hillary Clinton, and I believe she'll make a great president, and she'll be the people's president as opposed to Donald Trump. My name is Sepia Solani. I'm a senior at Cal State Fullerton.
And I'm John Gutierrez. It was actually my first debate here. It was pretty nice. All the food was fun, but as far as actually the debates and how whether my position switched or not, it was pretty much the same. I didn't learn too much, honestly, because it's my major, but it was just nice to be with everyone. It was fun. Nothing. It was nice, to be with people that have, are interested in me. So, yeah, it was fun, and I hope to come back next year.
My name is Scott Spitzer, and I'm an associate professor of political science at Cal State Fullerton. What I learned tonight, well, it was interesting. I certainly didn't change my vote. I'm a Hillary Clinton supporter, and I have been from the start. I was just confirmed in my sense that she has the most experience, the most insight. She's the better informed by far than the 2 candidates. I also thought this, unfortunately, ended up being the most insulting debate in terms of both sides, both Trump and Clinton. So I'm actually glad that the debates are over. So I'll just leave it at that.
As a professor of what tips and what you will tell your students to, in future, if they try to become the president? What
If they want to be president,
Yes.
I would say, if they want to be president, I would say make sure that you don't let your emails get taken by anyone. No, I'm just kidding. Listen, we don't have that many presidents. There's no one route to become president of the United States. I would say to all my students, it's very unlikely that any of them will become president. Of course, there's always that possibility. I'd say instead, focus on what good you can do to help the people around you in your community. If you have parents or sisters and brothers or your fellow students, if you can do something that you feel like benefits other people, that's where you get started in politics. Become informed, make sure you read everything, listen to voices in the media that you disagree with as well as that you agree with, and develop your own ideas. Don't let anyone else tell you what to think. You decide for yourself. So those are some pieces of advice. Oh, absolutely. I voted every single election, from dog catcher to President of the United States. Do not miss an election and make sure you know why you're voting or who you're voting.
Thank you so much.
Hello, my name is Rachel, and I am a student at Cal State Fullerton. And I did watch the first, second, and third debates. So over the election, I've just been very disenchanted by what's going on. I think just the stereotypes of what Democrats and Republicans are continues in this election, and it's just divided more people. And I don't think that's the best way that we can actually work together and look for solutions that we can agree on. So this election has just made me realize that I actually don't feel like I should be pressured or encouraged to vote for any of these candidates. And I don't see the point in a lot of our community telling us to vote when we don't believe in either choice. So I think we should look for more choices. I will be supporting the Libertarian candidate instead, and there's also the Green Party candidate. So it's not just Democrats and Republicans. And I think when you have issues that are more local is when we should really start looking at local government and how we can affect them and they can affect us more. So yeah, Hillary Clinton has said a lot of things that are appealing in some ways to me. She talks about women's rights, but then the whole I feel like the scandal with Trump that is just so recent. Maybe it could have been a campaign tactic, and if that was, that just invalidates another example of women being used, and that doesn't make me happy. And then of course with Trump's comments, that's really rude, and that doesn't appeal to me at all. So I think both candidates are actually not that great for women's rights, if you ask me. And I think it's good if you disagree with both of them. I think it's good to disagree, and I think in some ways we should look for real solutions that we can agree on, and that isn't going to come from a two-party system, unfortunately. So yeah, those are my thoughts. If you can identify with that, then maybe there's some hope. So thank you so much for your time, and I hope you do go out and vote if you know who you're going to vote for, and if you don't decide to vote, that it's okay, because this system that we live in is not, if it's not what we want it to be, then why should we participate? So thank you very much.
Okay. Hi, my name is Amanda Isabel Martinez. I am the Chief Governmental Officer, Director of Lobby Corps, which is an advocacy group on campus through ASI, so we are nonpartisan, and our job is to really inform the students, and that's why we put on these presidential debates, so that the students had an open forum and a place to watch all of the debates. So we hosted 3 debates. The first debate, presidential debate, the second vice presidential debate, and then the last one, which was tonight, which was the last presidential debate. So the purpose was for students to have a place to come and watch the debate, feel informed, get some feedback from other students, have a place where they felt safe, but also a place to have discourse and disagreements, but also agreements, and see what our millennial generation feels about each of the candidates that we have here today, because it is going to be our future at hand, and we need to make sure that we are voting correctly and as informed as we can possibly be. So that was really the purpose of holding all these debates and making sure that our students were really informed. As in regards to Trump's videos and whether or not he is sexist or is degrading women, I personally, standing alone, these are not the views of ASI or Lobby Corps, but I would agree that everything that he said towards women has been derogatory and is sexist and is complete misogyny, and we should not have any respect for him because he doesn't have respect for me or half of the population in the world, so he should not be taken to a degree of seriousness with anything that he says.